from your defense, especially later on in the game, to kind of seal it up later on?
What'd you say?
Can you talk about the defense later on in the game? Seems like you guys probably improved a little bit after.
Well, we got some turnovers. I thought that was good, and then I thought that we made some plays in some key situations. We're still fighting, giving up explosives and third down, but it was definitely very crucial points and two turnovers that helped us a great deal. So, and I do think we're improving on defense. You beat him to the punch. What do you got?
I don't have a mic, so I can't.
Well, holler out.
Go ahead. Sorry about that. Do you feel this was your most complete game of the season so far?
I do think it is. So we had contributions, offense, defense, and special teams.
And did you envision a game where you'd rush it more than Stanford?
Honestly, no.
And 7 for 8 in the red zone might be a little misleading. It's pretty field goal heavy. How do you feel about that? I guess getting in the red zone and having to settle for some kicks.
I'm not real fired up about that. I thought we should have scored touchdowns. We did. Would we throw 5 touchdown passes or 6 or so? Anyway, we scored some, but I felt like I'm kind of tired of kicking field goals.
Did your perfect kicker break it down your defenses though about kicking field goals a little bit?
What's that?
Are you more apt to kick a field goal now?
Yeah. The fact that that he's done a good job makes it a lot more appealing.
When your offense doesn't punt one time, how does that make you feel about kind of your offensive efficiency on the night?
It's about time. I mean, that's what I felt. I think it's about time.
And just Anthony Gordon's performance tonight, the way he was able to work down the field, 5 touchdowns, only 1 pick.
I thought he played well. I thought he played extremely well at times. Extremely well at times. The pick, of course, was a bad ball, and then you can't get sacked. He's got to not get sacked, and some of them were on him. But I think that there's play after play in that game that other quarterbacks in the country can't do. Right now he's probably playing quarterback better than anybody in the country.
And you guys, this is the first home game in a long time. You had one for a really long stretch of time. Just the energy on the sideline, being back in Martin Stadium, what was it like for your team?
Well, it was really good, and I wish, that we didn't have such a big stretch where we were on the road, So between that and off weeks, it was an awful long time. And but it's a special environment, and definitely it was great to be back home.
Coach, was there a reason Schuyler Thomas didn't play much in the first quarter?
Yeah, because we played other people instead.
And what did you make of his game after he came in and played more?
I'll have to see on film. And we'll evaluate it. I wish I could tell you, but between adjusting offense and things like that, I didn't get to watch it very closely.
And anything else for Willie Taylor? Reason why he didn't play much at all?
I assumed he did. I don't know. I thought he did.
We just didn't see much out there.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to ask the defensive guys.
And then Tay Martin had a great game again. It seems like he's put together a couple of those in a row. Is that fair to say he's playing better for you guys now and making more?
Yeah, he's prepared. He prepares better. He's always been explosive, so he prepares better, and he's a little more precise,
Mike, you said Gordon you think is playing maybe better than anybody in the country at quarterback. What specifically is he doing, and why do you say that?
Well, he throws for he's real accurate. He throws for a great deal of yards. And then the other thing, I think, when he gets pressured, he can do something with the ball. And typically, this game being kind of an exception, he did better on some things, but he typically doesn't take many sacks.
Liam's first game without a penalty since I believe the season opener. Can you talk about what you saw from him and why he was more clean today than the past few weeks?
Well, I think he's worked. I just think he played with better technique, and that's the most important part of it.
You guys had that big play from Chevelle Harris on special teams, and of course the 2 interceptions at the end too. Do you feel like the combination of those 3 really helped close this game out for you guys?
No question about it. I thought that was huge. I thought, the turnovers. I mean, there was a point in the game there that the most important thing about it was it took Stanford out of 2 drives, and then so special teams. I thought Travell Harris's play kind of, and there were a lot of sparks in this game, but I think it kind of gave our team a spark.
Nice to see him finally bust one out, because I know he's been wanting to do that all year.
Yeah, because he's had some obstructions that weren't his doing, and there were a number of people's doing, and so you can evaluate that very carefully. But yeah, it was good to say, because he hadn't gotten all the yards he deserved this year.
Coach, I think we ask you about Brandon Arconato every week, but he had another big game today. Are you at all surprised with the season that he's having and the consistency that he's been able to do it at?
A little bit. I'd say more pleased than surprised, but he's gotten better and better. And then I guess he's kind of put a string together that has been kind of a pleasant surprise. Usually at some point, some doesn't go quite your way, but he's been very steady, and, we need more guys that are steady like him.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thank you.
All right.